Alright, hello guys. So, it's been a while since I've made a Minecraft video, but I decided, since I made something pretty cool in the create mod, I might as well, make a tutorial about it. So, here we are. And what I'm going to be showing today is a automatic mining machine that's completely self-sufficient and that can run on its own really indefinitely with minimal supervision. So, I'm going to first show you how it works. So turn it into its cart contraption, destroy the cart thing, the lever, and then you let it go with a piece of coal. And so this thing can ride on its own, place the minecart rails, and then it destroys the rails behind it. Destroy through almost any block, even falling blocks, as you can see here. Different ores, like gold, iron, coal, diamond. And I think it can even destroy obsidian, I'm pretty sure, but that takes a long time since these drills. I can even put that in here. I can show you. So if I just put obsidian back there at the end. It'll dig through it eventually, but it'll take a really long time. So I just went through all those stones. So yeah, you can see. Kind of. It's kind of breaking it really slowly, yeah. And then it can also go over holes, no matter the depth. It can also go over water and lava. The only thing that it's going to be stopped by is immovable or unbreakable objects like this. And when it has stopped, or you just want to stop it, you just take your cart assembler again and you place it down on it, and it reforms into its block form. So yeah. Now I'll show you what it does. I'm going to get into the tutorial. Alright, so now you've seen what it can do, let's get into the tutorial section and how to actually build it. So the materials you're going to need are all in this chest that's required. There are some other optional materials like torches and super glue and seats that you could put onto the machine just for, convenience and better visibility and everything like that. But this is just the bare minimum, so you're going to need 9 mechanical drills, which again is like bare minimum. You could expand upon this thing and make it even bigger, so it drills out huge chunks instead of just a 3x3 area in front of it. And with those drills, you're going to have 13 linear chassis. But again, if you're adding more drills, then you got to add the same amount of drills or chassis to this base 13 amount. Slime ball to make the chassis sticky, 3 deployers, a few rails, a pickaxe of any kind, but preferably at least a diamond pickaxe or a netherite pickaxe, because those are the best to instantly mine the rails. And then at least 1 chest, or just however many chests you want to put on your machine to collect all the resources that you mine. Cart assembler, a wrench, 16 cobblestone blocks. It could also be dirt, I guess, but cobblestone is most convenient because, again, you're going to be mining through like stone and stuff, so you're going to be getting a lot of excess cobblestone that you probably don't want, and you're just going to use that to bridge over any holes. And you also need a furnace minecart to actually run the engine. And I also forgot this, but yeah, you're going to need coal as well to power the furnace minecart. So next up, this is like the minimum area of the machine, which is a 3x7. So make sure you prepare an area underground. You dig out an area of 3x7, and then the height is also, I guess I can do that. Height is also 3 blocks up. So dig out an area that big, and we can get down to making it. So collect all your materials, and then we're going to start at the front with the drills. So you place your grid of drills like this, and again, if you want to add more drills, then you could just by like adding it like this and going out however much you want. but you also have to add chassis behind each of the drills. So I'm going to add chassis here. And I probably should have put the chassis first because we need to make them sticky. So yeah, first place the chassis at the second block end here and make the front side sticky. And then place drills on top. And then what you're going to want to do is place a chassis here, make that sticky. I forgot to mention this, but you are also going to need super glue. No, you're not. Never mind. What am I saying? Alright, yeah. You also need to make this sticky then. You gotta place a deployer. Oops. Place a deployer facing downwards like this. And this is going to be our block placer for the bridge in case we go over any holes. Place a deployer here as well, facing down for the rails. And then you place chassis like this. Make this side sticky. Make this side sticky. Place a deployer at the back here, facing down as well. This will mine the rails at the end. And I think that's about it. And then we need to take our wrench, turn this into destroy mode. Then we need to set the filters for these. So set the filter for the block, the cobblestone block on that one, and then the rail for this one. Then we can keep those at right click because we want them to place those. And then we place 3 rails like that and a cart assembler. And then you get your first minecart, place the first minecart right underneath the cart assembler. Hold out your wrench, hover over the cart assembler, and scroll down twice so that it says lock rotation for the cart movement, because we don't want this thing to be rotating all over the place while we're mining, because that would be really inconvenient. And then we need a lever. Place the lever down right next to it like that so you can turn this into a contraption. And I think that's about it. Get your coal out. Oh, I forgot the pick. There we go. Yeah. So you also have to have a pick, and so you'd set the filter to whatever pick you're using and just put the pick there. Alright, and then when it's all set up, you can flip the lever, and to make sure that it constructed properly, you press F3B, F3 plus B on your keyboard to show hitboxes and make sure that it's entirely made. It looks good. So now we can remove this cart assembler by holding out the wrench and shift right clicking to remove that. Get rid of the lever, and then yeah, hold out your coal and right click the minecart. And there it goes. I forgot the chest. Alright, give me a second here. Alright, so a very important step that I forgot to mention, but you need a chest, otherwise that will happen, and all of your items will spew out. Your rails won't be picked up, and your machine won't work. I also forgot to put blocks in this deployer, but whatever. So yeah, you need to put blocks in here, and then you also need to put at least like 3 rails in this guy. And then, yeah, you put a chest there, make it sticky, put a chest there so it attaches. And then let's just redo this. So again, set this to lock rotation on the right there, put a lever down, turn into contraption, make sure it's set up correctly. Looks like it did. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you first got to remove the cart assembler before you remove the torch. So then you remove the lever, I mean. And then you go again, and there we go. And off it goes. And off it goes into my crafting machine. Alright. Wow, let me try this thing. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, that sucks. Whatever. Okay, so yeah. So that's pretty simple. That's the bare minimum that you need to make this. And all of the items that it mines and picks up will go into this chest. And just like you saw, if you want to stop it, you're going to have to try and place a block like right here, so the cart will run into the block and it can't place a rail in front of it anymore. So that's how you stop it. And then if you want to turn it back into a block machine kind of thing, you just place another cart assembler down on the rail that it's on, and then it turns back into its blocks. So yeah, the blocks that it mines, they all go in here. You can see the rails. So the rails that get mined back here from this pickaxe deployer, they get sent, back into this chest. So all of the blocks picked up by any contraptions, or machines like drills or deployers, anything that they pick up will be sent to any chests or storage on the machine, which is right here. And it's highly suggested that you add more chests, because you're definitely going to run out of room while mining. So yeah, you can add more chests like that. And so the rails get picked up, put into this chest, and these deployers right here access the inventory of the storage. So if this guy's out of cobble, it'll just look for more cobble in one of the chests. So if I put more cobble in there, then I'll start using that cobble to place down to bridge. So again, just like in the showcase, the really quick preview, I guess. Got to set it to lock rotation. Remember that, because that's really important. If you don't set it to lock rotation, it's going to start doing really weird things that you don't want it to do. So lock rotation, pick it up again, right click with coal. And so this deployer right here will, as you can see, just places cobblestone in front of it in case it runs into any holes or liquids. Can I stop it? Oh my. Alright, so apparently my previous recording just stopped randomly. So I guess I'm going to have to redo this entire section. Oh my god. Anyway. So as I was saying before, it can bridge over stuff, and if you want to stop it, like while it's moving, there's a space right here where you can place a block, so you just place a block there, so it can't place a rail, and then it just runs into it. And when it runs into it, it's stopped moving, then you just place a cart assembler down, so it turns it into its block form. So yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but then my recording suddenly stopped. Anyway, so one downfall of this design, compared with other designs that I'll show you in a minute here. So, yeah, so one downfall with this design is if it runs into a pocket of lava or water and it mines into it, the rails will, since it's water or lava, it'll just destroy the rail and it'll stop moving. And I'm going to be honest, I don't really have a solution to that. Well, I kind of have a solution, but I don't know how well it works because I haven't tested it much. But so, if I just demonstrate this really quickly. So the water flows down and it destroys the rails. And so when this happens, all you can really do is block up the water, wait for it to drain. Okay, wait for it to drain, and then you put the put the minecart back on a rail. Come on. There we go. So you re-rail it, put it back on a rail, and then you just let it go again. So yeah, you can stop it. There you go. Got it stopped. And then also, you don't have to use a diamond pick. You can use whatever pick you want. It's just so it can destroy the rails and put it back in the chest. The reason why I use a diamond pick, or at least a diamond pick, or like a netherite pick, is because they can instantly mine the rails and make it much faster. Like as you saw with the stone pick, the stone pick is doesn't have much durability, and it's also really slow. So that's why I use diamond or netherite. But that's really expensive, so. And then again, I don't know if I covered this already, but yeah, you can. The benefit between this design, this small, like minecart design, compared to this design that I found on YouTube when I was like researching this topic initially on Create. So this is like a vertical miner that goes on the. Hold on, that's initial. So this is a vertical miner that goes on the like the flat plane grid. So what you do is you have like a sequence gear shift for these pistons, and you just you can push it out. Hold on. You push it out by 5s and whatever. You have like this array of drills, and you power it with like a power source, and you let it go down, and it drills all the way down. So I did not make this design. I mean, I modified it in this part, but this is originally, I forgot the YouTuber's name. It was like Monkey something, I think. I don't know, but the YouTuber had a monkey. That's all I know. But his design is this original design, and it works fine. And if you want like a massive amount of materials like cobblestone and andesite and stuff like that, if you want a massive amount of that, like you want double chest full of cobblestone, then you could make this design. But if you just want ores and you just want like small scale stuff, especially since this is like expensive to make, especially with the sequenced gear shifts, and like you have to have 2 power sources, it just takes a lot. You have to be like pretty knowledgeable about how to operate it too. So this design's fine. All right, so it happened again. My recording cut out again. This is so annoying. Anyway, I was saying that design, this vertical grid, thing that goes down with the rope pulley and everything, this design works fine. But compared with this one, I like this design more because it's more compact. You can make it early on because it doesn't really require that many materials, and it also doesn't need like heavy supervision or operation, because you can just you feed it once with coal and it just goes. And then you just gotta make sure that the chests don't overfill, and you also gotta make sure that the pick doesn't break. So yeah, also I was also gonna talk about how one solution I tried implementing to combat the fluid problem. Just gonna make it 1 block wide. I don't care. So one solution that I thought of with the fluid issue was that I could maybe like put another deployer up there. Put another deployer up there. Filter it, cobble. Put some cobble on it. Let me make this up. And then in case it did run into water, it would place the I can't talk. It would place the cobble. So let me test this out. I don't think this is gonna work. Also, I need to add some more drills. Okay. All right. Get a wrench. Okay. All right. There we go. So yeah, it just places blocks above it, so that when water does fall down, it just falls on the blocks and like goes to the sides. And it like I guess destroys the water before it can go. But yeah, that works fine. But if you have, so let me just. So if you've got a lot of water, if you've got a lot of water like that, yeah, then it's just gonna break it anyway. So I guess you could also place deployers on the side to like completely encase it. But the whole point of this mining machine is to, dig out an area for you, so that's kind of useless. But yeah, this is just the bare minimum if you want it to work fine, and you know, to be honest, it does work fine because I've used it on my Minecraft server and it gets us a lot of diamonds, so pretty efficient, pretty self-sufficient, and yeah, it's pretty nice.